Good morning, class 7. Let us finish the chapter A Gift of Chappals today. Last time we had read that the children are feeling very sorry for that beggar because the beggar had pink colored blisters on his feet and he did not have any money to purchase a pair of chappals for himself. So now they are thinking how they can help the beggar. Let us start from where we left. I am reading that paragraph again which I read the last paragraph in our class because it will revise what we did. The beggar was shaking out his upper cloth and tightening his dhoti. He raised his eyes and looked fearfully at the road, gleaming in the afternoon heat. So I had told you that he was fearful, he looked fearfully at the road because again he had to step on that road that was burning hot. It was a very hot summer day and the poor beggar had nothing to cover his feet. He needs something on his feet, Meena said, her big eyes filling. Her big eyes filling means her big eyes were filled with tears. It's not fair, shh, said Ravi. I am thinking about it. Now Ravi is trying to think how can they find a solution to this problem. Blubbering, it's not fair. Blubbering means he said loudly, he said noisily. It's not fair, isn't going to help. In 2 minutes, he'll be frying his feet on that road. So it was so hot that the children were sure that in 2 minutes his feet would start frying. What he needs is a pair of chappals. So where do we get them? Now they don't know how to arrange a pair of chappals for this poor man. Come, let's search the house. He pushed Mridu and Meena into the house. Just as she stepped into the veranda, Mridu's eyes fell on the odd-looking chappals she had noticed when she arrived. If you remember, a pair of odd-looking chappals were kept outside that room where Lali was learning violin. So these chappals belonged to the music teacher. Just as she stepped into the veranda, Mridu's eyes fell on the odd-looking chappals she had noticed when she arrived. Ravi, she whispered to him, whose are those? Ravi turned and glanced at the shabby-looking. Shabby means they were dirty. Shabby-looking but sturdy old slippers. Sturdy means although they were dirty-looking, but they were strong enough to protect the feet. He beamed. He beamed means he smiled and nodded. These are just the right size, he said, picking them up. Mridu and Meena followed him nervously back into the garden. Here, said Ravi to the beggar, dropping the slippers in front of the old man. Wear these and don't come back. The beggar stared at the slippers, hurriedly flung his towel over his shoulder, pushed his feet into them and left, muttering a blessing to the children. So as these chappals were given to the beggar, he became very happy. He was relieved because now he had something to cover his feet and he gave blessings to the children. In a minute, he had vanished around the corner of the street. The music master came out of the house and took an unappreciative look at the three of them sitting quietly under the tree playing marbles. Now it was time for the music teacher to go, so he came out of the room and saw the three children playing marbles and looked at them in a strange manner. Then he searched for his chappals in the veranda where he had put them. Lali, he called. After a few moments, she hurried up to him. Have you seen my chappals, my dear? I remember having kept them here. Who is saying these lines? The music teacher is saying to Lali. He is asking Lali, have you seen my slippers? I have kept them here. Ravi, Mridu and Meena silently watched Lali and the music master search every corner of the veranda. What are they searching? the pair of chappals which are missing, and those were of the music teacher. He scurried around. Scurried around means he ran quickly here and there. He was searching and he was running here and there quickly to search his pair of slippers. He scurried around, looking over the railing and crouching near the flower pots to look between them. Crouching means he was bending down and he was searching in between the pots also, so that maybe he could find the pair of slippers there. Brand new they were. Who is saying this? The music teacher is saying that his pair of slippers were brand new. I went all the way to Mount Road to buy them. He went on saying, they cost a whole month's fees. Do you know? So the music teacher is expressing his anger by saying that they were costly slippers and he had to spend the whole month's salary to buy one pair of those slippers. Soon Lali went in to tell her mother. Rukumani appeared looking harassed. Now Rukumani was a little upset. Harassed means here that she looked upset, with Pati following her. Where could they be? Now Rukumani is asking, where could the slippers be? It's really quite upsetting to think someone might have stolen them. So many vendors come to the door, worried Pati. So now Pati is also saying that so many vendors means people who sell things, they come at our doorsteps and sell. And she is saying that so many vendors keep on coming every day, maybe somebody has stolen. Rukumani caught sight of Ravi, Mridu and Meena sitting under the tree. Have you children? She began, and then, seeing they were curiously quiet, went on more slowly. Seen anyone lurking around the veranda? Lurking around the veranda means, have you seen anybody waiting quietly in the veranda? She is asking the three children who were sitting under the tree very quietly. She went up to them and asked, did you see anybody waiting quietly in the veranda? A sharp V-shaped line had formed between her eyebrows. V-shaped line denotes that she was angry. A sharp V-shaped line had formed between her eyebrows. Another straight, tighter one appeared in place of her usually soft, pleasant mouth. Another straight, tighter one, that means another tighter lining appeared in place of her usually soft, pleasant mouth. That means she was repeatedly showing that she was angry. Rukumani was angry, thought Mridu with a shiver. She wouldn't be so upset if she knew that the poor beggar with sores on his feet, she tried to tell herself. She wouldn't be so upset if she knew about the poor beggar with sores on his feet. She tried to tell herself. So now Mridu is thinking that if Rukumani knew that the beggar had sores on his feet, then she would not be so upset and angry. Taking a deep breath, she cried, Rukumani, there was a beggar here. Poor thing. He had such boils on his feet. Boils means chhale. So, said Rukumani grimly, turning to Ravi, you gave the music teacher's chappals to that old beggar who turns up here. Now she is angrily asking Ravi that you are saying that the beggar had boils or sores on his feet. So what did you do? Did you give the music teacher's chappals to that beggar who comes here every day? Children these days. Now Pati is very angry and she is saying children these days. That means she is trying to say that nowadays children are very naughty. They can do anything. Amma, didn't you tell me about Karna, who gave away everything he had, even his gold earrings? He was so kind and generous. Silly, snapped Rukumani. Snapped means she moved. Rukumani said, silly, moving away from there. Karna didn't give away other people's things. He only gave away his own. So, what important thing is Rukumani trying to tell? Rukumani is trying to convey the message that if we want to help anybody, we can help him or her by giving our things if we want to help him. It is not that we have the right to give others things. We have no right. Supposing your friend wants a copy to finish his work, so you can give your copy to help him. It is wrong if you give somebody else's copy to help him. But my chappals wouldn't have fitted the beggar's feet. Ravi rushed brashly on. And Amma, if they did fit, would you really not have minded? Now Ravi is trying to justify that what he did is correct. And he is repeatedly saying that my chappals did not fit that beggar's feet. That is why I did not give mine. And if I had given mine, then would you have accepted this? Ravi, said Rukumani, very angry now. Go inside this minute. Now, after listening to this argument, after listening to Ravi's argument, Rukumani is becoming more angry and she is ordering Ravi to go inside. She hurried indoors and brought out Gopu Mama's hardly worn new chappals. Now, Rukumani thinks of an idea how she can help the music teacher, and she goes inside the house. She brings those chappals which are almost brand new and they belong to Gopu Mama. These should fit you, sir. Please put these on. I am so sorry. My son has been very naughty. She is becoming very ashamed of the thing that Ravi has done. The music master's eyes lit up. That means the music master was pleased. He was happy to see that a new pair of chappals are being given to him. The music master's eyes lit up. He put them on, trying not to look too happy. Although he was very happy within, but he was pretending, he was acting that he was not at all happy. Well, I suppose these will have to do. These days, children have no respect for elders. What to do? Now, the music teacher is saying that I think these chappals are going to fit my feet, and he also adds and says that nowadays children do not respect their elders. A Hanuman incarnate, only Rama can save such a naughty fellow. Rukumani's eyes flashed. She didn't seem to like Ravi being called a monkey, even a holy monkey. So who is comparing Ravi to Hanuman? The music teacher. The music teacher is saying that nowadays children are an incarnation of Lord Hanuman, and Lord Hanuman was a monkey. So Rukumani did not like that Ravi was being compared to a monkey, although the monkey was not any ordinary one. He was a holy monkey. He was a god. She stood stiff and straight by the front door. It was clear she wanted him to leave quickly. It was clear she wanted him means the music teacher, to wear those chappals and leave that place quickly. When he had clattered off means when the music teacher was going away, the chappals were making sound. When he had clattered off in his new chappals, she said, Mridu, come in and have some tiffin. Honestly, how do you children think of such things? Now Rukumani is calling Mridu to come inside and have something to eat, and she is still very angry and saying that how can you children think of such naughty ideas that in order to help the beggar you have given the chappals of the music teacher. How do you children think of such things? Thank God your Gopu Mama doesn't wear his chappals to work. That means when Gopu Mamas goes out for work every morning, he does not wear those chappals. When does he wear? When he comes in the evening, he returns back home, then he wears those chappals. Thank God your Gopu Mama doesn't wear his chappals to work. As she walked towards the kitchen with Mridu and Meena, she suddenly began to laugh. But he is always in such a hurry to throw off his shoes and socks and get into his chappals as soon as he comes home. What's your mama going to say this evening when I tell him I gave his chappals to the music teacher? Now, Rukumani is laughing because she is thinking that when Gopu Mama will ask where her slippers has gone, and when he will be told that his pair of chappals have been given to the music teacher, what will be his reaction? How is Gopu Mama going to react? This thought is making Rukumani pleased and she is laughing. So with this, the story comes to an end. Now let us quickly discuss the question answers. I am going to tell you all the answers, and the answers are there in the PDF also. You will copy down all the question and answers in your classwork copy from the PDF. First thing. Secondly, the exercise which is given on page number 29, working with the text. Complete the following sentences. This exercise also you will do in your classwork copy, but first you will do all the question and answers, then you will do the exercise. Now in the lesson 3 questions, you had done some word meanings also. In this lesson also you will do the word meanings. As you can see, there are many word meanings which are given on the left and right side of every page. If you will see, starting from the first page, you will see that there are many word meanings given on every page. So you will make a column of word meanings and you will copy down all the word meanings in your classwork copy. So the first thing will be word meanings. Then you will do all the question answers from the PDF. This will be the second work. Third, you will do the exercise which is given on page 29, working with the text. Complete the following sentences. Okay, now let me discuss with you all the question and answers. Comprehension check. Now children, one thing I must tell you, the questions first, second and third which are given under comprehension check, this you will not do in the copy. This you will just write either where the question is printed or you can mark in the chapter as you want. Starting from the next page, that is page number 29, complete the following. This you will do in the copy. Question number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. All you have to do in the copy. Comprehension check. This is only for writing in the book. You will not do in the copy. The music master is playing lovely music. Read aloud the sentence in the text that expresses this idea. Now this answer is given on page number 23. On page number 23, first paragraph, second line, I am reading the lines, you can put brackets there, this is the answer. The music master's notes seem to float up and settle perfectly into the invisible tracks of the melody. This line proves that the music teacher was making lovely music. Second question. Had the beggar come to Rukumani's house for the first time? No. Give reasons for your answer. Now this give reason is given on page 24. On page 24, you can see first paragraph only the answer is given. He has been coming here every day for the past week. This line shows that the beggar did not come for the first time. Next question. A sharp V-shaped line had formed between her eyebrows. What does it suggest to you about Rukumani's mood? It suggests that Rukumani was angry. So these are the 3 questions. Now come to the next page. Complete the following sentences. Ravi compares Lali's playing the violin to derailing of a train going off track. Second, trying to hide beneath the tray of chilies, Mahendran tipped a few chilies over himself. The teacher played a few notes on his violin and Lali stumbled behind him on her violin. The beggar said that the kind ladies of the household had been very generous and helped him to survive for a week. After the lesson was over, the music teacher asked Lali if she had seen his chappals. Now in the PDF, children, you will find that I will write only the answers of these exercise. Like I am telling you in the first one, Ravi compares Lali's playing the violin to. This part I will not write in the PDF. You will copy from the book. In the PDF, I will write the answer, that is derailing of a train going off track. So you can see and complete. Describe the music teacher as seen from the window. Now, this description of the music teacher is given on page number 22. As you can see on page number 22, where Roman number 2 is written. The music teacher was the bony figure. He had a mostly bald head with a fringe of oiled black hair falling around his ears and an old-fashioned tuft. A gold chain gleamed around his leathery neck, and a diamond ring glittered on his hand as it glided up and down the stem of the violin. A large foot stuck out from beneath his gold-bordered vesti edge, and he was beating time on the floor with a scrawny big toe. This is the description of the music teacher. Now next question. What makes Mridu conclude that the beggar has no money to buy chappals? See page number 25, children. You will get the answer. First and second line. Page number 25. He stretched out his feet to show large pink peeling blisters on the soles of his bare feet. This shows that he did not have enough money to buy chappals. Next question. What does she suggest to show her concern? She suggested that they must give an old pair of chappals to the beggar. Next question. Have you children, she began, and then, seeing they were curiously quiet, went on more slowly, seen anyone lurking around the veranda? First question. What do you think Rukumani really wanted to ask? She wanted to ask if the children had done something with the chappals. Why did she change her question? When she found that the children were serious and quiet, she changed her question. What did she think had happened? She thought that the children might have hidden the chappals. On getting Gopu Mama's chappals, the music teacher tried not to look too happy. Why? On getting Gopu Mama's chappals, this is the answer. On getting Gopu Mama's chappals, the music teacher tried not to look too happy because the chappals which were given to the beggar were an old pair of chappals, but Rukumani gave almost new pair of chappals to the music teacher, and he was pleased to see those new pair of chappals being given to him. So he pretended that he has a great sorrow. He is very sad that his pair of chappals have been given to the beggar, and although within he was very happy. I am repeating, the music teacher's chappals were old. He pretended that he is very sad, he is very upset that his pair of chappals have been given to the beggar, although he was very happy from within. He was happy that in place of those chappals which were old, he is now getting a new pair of chappals. Next question. On getting a gift of chappals, the beggar vanished in a minute. Why was he in such a hurry? He was in such a hurry because he feared that somebody might ask him to return those chappals back. Because he was in a hurry because he feared that somebody might ask him to return those chappals back. Question number 7. Walking towards the kitchen with Mridu and Meena, Rukumani began to laugh. What made her laugh? Again, you will start this answer from the question. Walking towards the kitchen with Mridu and Meena, Rukumani began to laugh. This much you will copy as it is. She was imagining Gopu Mama without chappals, because Gopu Mama had a habit of wearing chappals every day. Once he removed his shoes, he wanted his chappals immediately. So she was imagining Gopu Mama without chappals. What made her laugh? She was laughing, thinking how Gopu Mama would react when he would come to know that his pair of chappals were given to the music teacher. What is going to be his reaction when he would be told that his pair of chappals, which were almost brand new, were given to the music teacher? So these question answers you have to do in the copy. Total how many questions? Including complete the following, there are 7 questions which you have to do in your copy. You will see all answers from the PDF and write down very neatly all the questions and answers. First the word meaning, then the question answers, and then lastly you will do the exercise. So your exercise, which is question number 1 in your book, will become question number 7 in your classwork copy. You will change the question numbers, okay? Describe the music teacher. This will become question 1. Question 3 will become question number 2, and so on and so forth. Is that clear? I hope you will have no problems. If still there is any kind of confusion, you can ask me by putting your question in my personal WhatsApp number. You can always contact me, ask your question there, and I will give you the reply. Now, in our next class, we will take up something new in English. Have a nice day.